It's Thursday night. I'm doing some work and I had to jump on here because I wanted to tell you this. If you are thinking about listing your home in the next year, please do not do this one thing. What is that one thing? It's test the market and list your house over the market value. I talk to a lot of people just in conversation, casual conversation, who are maybe thinking about listing their home down the road. And they say to me, you know what, Holly? We're thinking that we want to list at this price, which is over market value, because this will give us room to negotiate. And who knows, maybe someone will come in and pay us a high number for our house. I could assure you that is the completely wrong strategy if you want to get the most you possibly can when you list your home for sale. I was just checking the MLS. I check it every morning and every night. And there were 22 price reductions in the last 3 days in the area. To give you some perspective, there weren't 22 price reductions the entire year of 2022 and 2023. For the first time in a long time, there are more active listings than there are active qualified buyers looking to purchase a home. Think about what I just said. When you list your home for sale, there are more active listings than there are qualified buyers looking to purchase right now. So what does that mean? Price, preparation, and launch. Those are the three things that matter so much during the first 7 days your house is on the market. Buyers are actively looking online daily. They're very intelligent. They're knowledgeable. They know what houses are selling for in your neighborhood. They know what the kitchens look like, the bathrooms look like. Sometimes even before they receive the listing from my email every morning of all the active new listings on the market. And if they don't, and they call me and say, Holly, what do you think about this house? I'm going to tell them if it's priced too high. And I'm going to advise my clients, you know what? It's priced too high. It's not going to go to contract at that number. Let's wait a couple weeks. Sellers will be more willing to negotiate. Most likely there's going to be a price drop because buyers aren't going to come through. So that's what happens when you list your price too high. Buyers are savvy and agents are savvy, and good agents are advising their clients when a house is listed too high. So when I sit down with sellers, I tell them the 3 pillars to consider during that initial first 7 days when their house is going to hit the market. Number 1, the most important, as I've already stressed, is price. Because if the price is too high, then the second and third thing I tell you really doesn't matter. When I say list price, I mean a data-driven, educated price, not just a guess, not just what the houses have sold for down the street. I'm talking your agent needs to come in and say, here's the comps, here's what they look like inside, here's what your house has that these don't, or vice versa. What's the age of your roof? What's the age of your windows? What's the age of your HVAC? How does that affect market value? It's always better to list at market value or just slightly below to bring more qualified buyers through. A house is always going to sell for its value. Very rarely does it sell for under the value that it's worth, unless it's just like some crazy, additions and updates have been done that were just so over the top and then no one else is willing to pay for it. The second pillar is preparation. When I walk through a home with a client who wants to list, I will go room by room and say, this what needs to be done. I want the bedrooms to be beautiful. If I have to bring in a comforter and pillows, I will do it, because the time you take to prepare your home to look its best before my professional photographer and videographer comes through really matters. If a room needs a fresh coat of paint to make it look clean, I always advise my clients to do it. It's an inexpensive way to update your house. I also bring in items to stage bathrooms. I freshen bathrooms with new towels and candles and accessories and artwork, because sometimes just when the bathrooms look clean and new, it makes the whole house have like a newer feel. So preparation is the second pillar. Third pillar is launch. A strong launch doesn't just happen by accident. I have a very clear, defined plan on what I do, even down to the day and time I list on the MLS. So once your home is prepared, my professional photographer goes in and takes photos, still photos of your house that I could use for the MLS. That's a given, it's a must. That's the basic generic thing all agents do. No matter the list price of your home, make a listing video. I tell your home story. Buyers like the story. They like video. They like the walkthrough. When I walk through a home, I can highlight its special features. I get to also talk about what's great about the community, what access that community is going to provide for you. So I believe that it's worth the investment that I make in making videos for all of my listings. I'm going to launch that video and photos at a different time on LinkedIn than I am on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. There are viewers on platforms at different times of the day, so I'm going to hit and launch the video at different times of the day when I've researched and know that those buyers are on those platforms. Next, I do pay to boost post on my social media platform to attract more qualified buyers for your home. I will also send your home out to my 2,000 person database. If we do a coming soon, if we decide that's the best strategy, it allows me to hop on the phone, call some agents and say, look, I have a great house hitting the market on Friday. Video tour is going to be posted the second it goes live. If you're interested, I'll be happy to email you the link so you can view it and get your buyers in early. All those things matter. Very defined, very thought out, planned out approach to the launch of your home. If you price your home properly, you prepare it to look its best, and the launch is spot on. I mean, photos, videos, posted across multi-social media platforms at a very specific time of day and boosted to attract more qualified buyers. Those three things, if they're done right, is the best combination for you to receive the highest price you possibly can for your home. If you were thinking about listing your home for sale and you want to have a strategy call, feel free to reach out to me on my cell at any time. Also, you could click the link. It's a contact form. You could fill it out, give me your email, and we could set up a time to either talk on the phone or on a Zoom. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.